Oh, what's going on, guys? HK Titan here with another Bloons video. And first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So today's video, we're going to be jumping back into our Bloons Tower Defense 6 walkthrough/playthrough/guide. And of course, for today's guide, we will have our monkey knowledge turned off, and we will be using the hero Oben. So for today's guide, I have chosen to jump into a advanced map, switching things up a little bit, and we're going to be going for Cornfield. So for these more advanced maps and stuff like that, I will be starting off on the standard mode and then working our way through each and every single one of the hard difficulty modes. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into the standard mode. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting off with a ninja monkey in the bottom left hand corner of this small patch of land here, and then we can go ahead and press play. Now, one thing I will say is that if you guys do have a monkey knowledge and stuff like that, I do recommend you turn it on, simply because it will make each and every single one of these guides that I do a lot easier and a lot easier to follow as well. So now that we have enough money, we're going to go ahead and place a dart monkey in the top right corner right here. And of course, we are going to lose a couple of lives because we do have our monkey knowledge turned off. Hence why I said if you guys have monkey knowledge, make sure you guys turn it on. It will make these guides a lot easier to follow. So let's go ahead, and we should be able to afford Ninja Discipline. Perfect. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments if you guys want to see this new style of guide that I plan on doing. I plan on jumping back and forth between beginner to hard modes. Of course, if I can't beat a hard mode in the designated amount of time that I have given myself, then of course we'll switch things up, and then I'll end up coming back to that guide just to make sure that you guys will actually be able to beat it. And of course, I give you guys a reliable strategy to use, because I feel like there are going to be a couple of maps that are going to take me a little bit longer to beat. But at the very least, I want to make sure that I do have a daily video for you guys. So, of course, because we are going to be jumping into the more difficult maps to beat, it might take me a little bit longer to beat, like the chimps modes or stuff like that. But I will do my best to make sure that I kind of keep things organized and stuff so you guys can play along day by day. So, of course, we're starting today with Cornfield on hard. Next thing, tomorrow, we're going to be jumping into Cornfield on the Magic Monkeys only, and we're going to continue along doing this day by day. And of course, make sure you guys let me know what you guys think. If you guys just want me to do the hard modes, like half cash modes and chimps modes, because if that's all you guys want to see, then of course I can go ahead and do that for you guys. This is just something a little bit new and a little bit of a mix, mix it up type of thing, because of course there may be people out there who are struggling with just beating the normal standard mode. But of course, that's exactly why I have chosen to go ahead and make these guides. Alright, so as you guys can see, we did upgrade our ninja monkey to a 201. Then we went ahead and saved up our money for our Oben. And of course, we had the dart monkey placed in the top right, just to make sure that we mitigated the amount of lives that we were actually going to lose. Because as you guys saw, the ninja monkey was just not enough to take out that little rush of balloons that we had in the earlier rounds. So here we go. Next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be buying our double shot, because of course we want to make sure that our ninja monkey has the most probability that we can possibly get. And we do not need to worry about lead balloons, because of course Oben has the passive ability to pop lead balloons. Hence why for a majority of the strategies that I will be showing you, I will be using Oben as our hero, because he's an excellent tower to use for modes like this. Alright, perfect. Next thing that we're going to be doing is we're just going to be saving up to buy our balloon jitsu on our ninja. Of course, having that balloon jitsu with our ninja is going to make sure that we're able to make it a little bit further, all the way to round 40. Now, I will be changing things up from map to map, from strategy to strategy, because I do want to come up with fresh new guides, and especially new strategies that you guys may not have seen before. So of course, if you guys do want to see a little bit of new guides and stuff like that, make sure you guys let me know, because I know I use the druid strategy a lot, and of course that can get extremely repetitive going from map to map, even though this is a advanced map. And the advanced map, I may end up using the druid strategy again, but of course it's going to be like I was saying, I am going to try to mix things up a little bit from here on out. Alright, so there we go. Now we can afford our balloon jitsu, and this is where things are going to get a little bit different. So opposed to going for the alchemist right out of the gates, we're actually going to be grabbing ourselves a magic monkey. And I'll show you exactly why I've chosen to go with the magic monkey here in just 1 second. So one of the upgrades that the wizard monkey can actually get is guided magic. So what this means is that now as soon as I upgrade our magic monkey to this, our magic monkey can now shoot through the cornfield. No longer is this little barricade here stopping our magic monkey from shooting, which means that now this magic monkey, as soon as we upgrade it to arcane mastery, his range is going to increase, and because we have the tier 1 top tier wizard, we will now be able to shoot every single balloon that comes along this bottom pathway here, even though they are behind cover. So you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about as soon as we of course get to the next round, because this is a camo rush. And we will be upgrading our wizard to a monkey sense, but that will take a little bit of time to actually be able to afford that. But as you guys can see, this wizard right here is now able to hit every single one of these balloons because we upgraded to the top tier. The top tier wizard is extremely good on maps like this, especially when there's cover that many towers can't really hit behind. This is exactly why I chose to go with the Seeking Shurikens on our ninja, and of course why Oben is a really good hero to use on this map as well, because of course Oben's primary attack actually follows the balloons down a little pathway, almost at or like tracks down different balloons and stuff like that. Alright, perfect. We are on round 37. We do have the 302 wizard, and of course we have the 401 ninja. Now we are going to be adding ourselves an alchemist in here as well, because of course we're going to have enough money to upgrade this wizard or this alchemist all the way to a tier 4 before we even get to round 40, which is absolutely amazing. I usually go for like a monkey village or something like that because I'm afraid I will not have enough money to actually afford the stronger stimulant. But since I'm able to afford the stronger stimulant, I'm actually going to go ahead and buy it, because of course I want to make sure that each one of my towers gets a little bit of a buff to their popping power, making easy work of this hard standard mode. And as you guys can see, at the end of round 39 we were able to afford the tier 4 alchemist, and you guys are going to see we absolutely shred through this Moab balloon. Of course we lost a couple of lives there. If we did use the Brimble patch, then of course the Brimble patch would have added a little bit more popping power to our strategy, and we probably would have been able to mitigate the amount of lives that we lost there. But now guys, it's time to start getting into our actual strategy here. Let's go ahead and we're going to remove this bottom cornfield here. This is the only place that we actually need to remove. We do not need to remove anything else. This of course is where we're going to be setting down the rest of our strategy. So what we're going to be doing from this point on is we're going to place down a monkey village. We kind of want to place it in a position that's going to allow us to place down a tower right below. So right here, this is going to do perfectly fine. Now we're going to upgrade all the way to the tier 4, and then of course we're going to grab roadblock blocker, then radar scanner as well. The reason why I chose to place the monkey village right here is because of this grow blocker ability that the monkey village has. So what the grow blocker ability does is it's going to stop the regrow balloons from regrowing. Of course, because we do have this little U shape here, it means that the regrow balloons are going to have a massive amount of time that they're not going to be able to regenerate their layers, making easy work of the higher tier rounds. So now that we have this, the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to grab ourselves a bomb shooter. So the reason why I've chosen to go with the bomb shooter, of course, is that it makes it very easy to deal with rounds like 63 and of course like 78s and 79s. The bottom tier bomb shooter does massive amounts of damage. And of course now you guys are able to see why I chose to upgrade the monkey village to a tier 4 before I even started to place down more towers. And that's because any primary towers that we do place within the radius of this monkey village is now going to have the first tier upgrade absolutely free. So we don't need to worry about wasting too much money on being able to afford our actual strategy. Alright, so that's going to be it for that tower. Now we're going to be placing down a boomerang monkey. And you guys may be like, why are you going to place down a boomerang. And of course, the reason why I have chosen to go with the boomerang monkey for this strategy is, of course, he's going to be able to hit the balloons, and his glaive is going to be able to pretty much travel the entire pathway up the balloons, making easy work of each and every single round. And of course, the boomerang monkey does massive amounts of damage as well. So now that we have this, this is going to be the basis of our strategy. If you guys have this and you guys know you guys are going to be setting good, next thing that we're going to be saving up for is we're going to be saving up for the arcane spike. Of course, because this wizard has a massive hit radius, we want to make sure that we make this wizard monkey as strong as possible. That being said, once we get the arcane spike, we're going to be saving up for the tier 5 wizard monkey, which is going to carry us all the way through round 80. Right, and we should be able to afford the arcane spike here in just 1 second. As you can see, we are making easy work of each and every single rounds. This bomb shooter is doing an amazing job in making sure that a very few balloons actually make it to the back half of our strategy. Alright, and we should be able to afford the arcane spike here in just 1 second. There's our arcane spike, perfect. Now our wizard monkey is going to be doing a massive amount of damage. And like I said, from this point on, we're pretty much just going to be sitting back, relaxing, and waiting until we have enough money to actually afford the Archmage. So as you guys can see, the way I set this strategy up is that we did not overspend by buying a bunch of different plots of land, because we simply did not need it. The only thing that we needed is the wizard monkey upgrade to the top tier. Of course, we have the ninja, and of course we have the bomb shooter paired with the boomerang monkey in the very bottom, which is making easy work, and it's going to make it easy to beat round 80 as well. Alright, so like I was saying, from this point on, we're just going to be saving up for the Archmage. We really don't need to worry about buying any other towers. Having these 4 attacking towers is going to be more than enough in order to carry us to the point where we actually can afford the Archmage. So if you guys want to change things up a little bit, you guys do not need to go for the Archmage. You could go for the Grandmaster Ninja, you guys could go for the Bomb Blitz, or you guys could even attempt to go for the Glaive Lord. I think the Glaive Lord might be a little bit of a close call with the amount of money that you're going to be able to get. But I wanted to make sure that you guys had options for what you guys want to use for the strategy yourself. So of course, like I was saying, for my walkthrough and guide, I'm going to be using the Archmage, but each and every single tower that we have here can be easily upgraded to the tier 5, and you guys are going to be able to make it all the way past round 80. Now of course, when we jump into the magic monkeys only, and then we jump into double HP Moabs as well, things of course are going to change. This is just the strategy that I'm going to be using for the hard standard mode. So like I was saying at the beginning of the video and stuff like that, if you guys want to see more of me starting from the hard standard mode and doing each and every single one of the hard modes, make sure you guys let me know in the comments below. If you guys just want me to do the hard modes, like the half cash mode, alternate balloons, rounds, and poppable, and of course chimps modes, make sure you guys let me know as well if you guys don't want to see just the normal game modes, because of course the normal game modes are generally a little bit easier to beat. But of course, I want to make sure that you guys have options, and I didn't want to just start off with like jumping into half cash mode. So basically, I want to make like a playthrough for you guys, starting from the hard modes, working our way all the way up to chimps modes. So as you guys are able to see, we are in round 68 right now, and of course we have not struggled one bit. Of course, we did eat a couple of lives because of course we had our monkey knowledge turned off. And of course, since we had our monkey knowledge turned off, it means that we have a lot less money to work with at the beginning. And of course, the Moab balloons, if you guys are a high enough level, the Moab balloons also have a lot more health. Whereas if you have your monkey knowledge turned on and you have your monkey knowledge tree upgraded to the path that decreases the health of the Moabs, of course it would make these advanced rounds and of course the expert maps that eventually I'm going to be getting into a lot easier. Alright, so next, like I said, we're only waiting for us to get enough money to afford the Archmage. if I remember correctly, we should be able to afford the Archmage around 75 to 76. Now, of course, I'm absolutely terrible at making these guesstimations, so odds are we probably aren't going to be able to afford the Archmage until like round 78. But, of course, I like to make my guesstimations no matter how wrong I may be. Alright, perfect. Everything is going extremely well. And, of course, we are not struggling one bit. Like, I think the furthest we've had the balloons make it since we actually got our strategy going is to this corner right here, and then our towers that are on top just absolutely shreds through each and every single one. And of course that is why I've chosen to go with the top path wizard, is of course because the top path wizard does massive amounts of damage to the actual Moab balloons themselves, which allows the rest of our towers ample time to actually deal with each and every single Moab balloon as it shows its face on the screen. Alright, so round 74, and we almost have enough money to afford our Archmage. I think I may, of course, be wrong like usual, and we may not be able to afford the Archmage until 76. I think I said 75, or did I say 76 we would be able to afford the Archmage. Either way, I think it's 76 that we're going to be able to afford the Archmage from this point. I think we're going to be able to get enough money here to almost be able to afford it, and then we'll be able to get the rest of the money towards the end of round 75. Alright, perfect. We just have to deal with these last few balloons, and of course you don't need to worry about micromanaging anything for this strategy. This is exactly why I chose these exact towers and this exact setup here, is to make sure that you guys wouldn't have to worry about trying to micromanage all of these different towers. So 76 passed, and we were just shy of being able to afford the Archmage. So of course I was wrong, and pretty much at the beginning of round 77 is when we're going to be able to afford the Archmage. So now that we have the Archmage, you guys can see that we are going to be able to easily breeze through the rest of these rounds, because the Archmage simply does have a massive hit radius. Alright, and then there's going to be one last thing that we're going to end up getting, and we're going to buy ourselves a Alchemist. The reason why I chose to go with the Alchemist is just to make sure that our towers at the very bottom have a little bit of a buff in dealing with every single one of these balloons. I know we only have 3 rounds left, but since we're going to have a little bit of extra money to work with, we might as well go ahead and buy this stronger stimulant as well. So from the looks of the amount of money we have, we may have actually been able to afford the Glaive Lord, because right now we have the stronger stimulant. Of course, the stronger stimulant is going to cost us roughly 5,200, roughly. Alright, so 5,200, so yeah, we would have definitely been able to afford the Glaive Lord as well. So of course, each and every single tower you can, so with this strategy that I'm giving you guys, you can pretty much like choose your own tier 5. So of course the Bomb Blitz is going to be an excellent choice to work with, because of course he has an amazing ability. The Glaive Lord is always a really good choice, especially paired with the primary mentoring, because of course the top tier Monkey Village buffs the primary towers. Or you guys could have went with the Grandmaster Ninja. The Grandmaster Ninja is also a really good choice as well, of course depending on what you guys want to use. Now we just have to finish off this Oh My God, and of course we should be able to finish it off here in just 1 second as soon as our Archmage is able to do a little bit of damage to it. And there you go guys, that is officially how you beat Cornfield on hard standard mode. Alright guys, and make sure you guys let me know in the comments below if you guys just want me to skip over the hard standard modes and just go straight to half cash and alternate balloon rounds, because of course I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the guides that you want to see. But of course, if you guys do want to see the entire playthrough from the hard standard mode all the way up to chimps, make sure you guys let me know as well. But anyways guys, you know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I'll see you guys in the next one.